There are moments in life, quiet, ordinary moments, when something stirs in your soul. You might be sipping your morning coffee, folding laundry, or driving home from work, when suddenly your heart whispers, "God, are you here?" And in that stillness, if you listen closely, something answers, not with words, but with presence. It's the sacred hush of the divine. The Bible says in Psalm 139, 7-8, "Where can I go from your spirit? Where can I flee from your presence? If I go up to the heavens, you are there. If I make my bed in the depths, you are there." God is not confined to churches or holy places. He's in the quiet corners of your life, waiting, whispering, inviting. Have you ever watched sunlight pour through trees in the early morning, like golden rivers spilling from heaven? Or felt the breeze dance across your skin and sensed something deeper in it? That is more than just nature. It's His signature. The Bible says in Romans 1:20 that God's invisible qualities, His eternal power and divine nature, have been clearly seen, being understood from what has been made. Creation is not silent. It sings. It testifies. It whispers of His nearness. In the rustling of leaves, the steady rhythm of your heartbeat, the laughter of a child, God speaks. And what He's saying is, "I am here. I've always been here. Trust me." He is not only present in the grand gestures or miraculous moments, but in the unnoticed spaces of your day. When you stir a pot on the stove, when you sit in traffic, when you lie awake in the middle of the night, He is there. The Bible says in Isaiah 41:10, "Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God." He doesn't wait for you to be perfect. He just waits for you to call. There's a sacredness in the ordinary that we often overlook. The moment you pause and breathe deeply, when you let go of the rush and just be, that's when your spirit can hear. God doesn't shout. He whispers. And His whisper can be heard best in stillness. The Bible says in 1 Kings 19:12 that after the wind and the earthquake and the fire came a gentle whisper. And that's where Elijah found God. God is with you while you're washing dishes. He's with you when you're in the grocery store, choosing vegetables for dinner. He's with you when you sit alone in your room feeling forgotten. You don't have to wait until Sunday. You don't have to be in a sanctuary. The sacred is not tied to a location. It is tied to awareness. When you open your eyes to the divine presence in the everyday, your entire life becomes a sanctuary. So many times we think we need to feel holy, speak perfectly, or have everything together before we can reach out to Him. But God doesn't ask for performance. He asks for presence. He longs for your honest heart. The Bible says in Jeremiah 29:13, "You will seek me and find me when you seek me with all your heart." No matter where you are or how broken you feel, He is already there. When you call out to Him, even in a whisper, He answers. Not always in the way you expect, but always in the way you need. His love doesn't have conditions. His presence doesn't require perfection. He is near to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit, the Bible says in Psalm 34:18. Your work, your chores, your moments of rest, they all matter. They are not distractions from God. They are places where He longs to meet you. Imagine walking through your day hand in hand with the Creator of the universe. Imagine folding your laundry and smiling because you know you're not alone. That's the gift of knowing God is everywhere. Even when you sleep, He watches over you. The Bible says in Psalm 121:4 that he who watches over Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. Your rest is held in his hands. Your dreams are known by him. You are never outside of his reach. There's something so beautiful about realizing you can talk to God while lying on your bed or standing in the kitchen. You can pray while walking your dog or brushing your teeth. God is not waiting for you to get on your knees, though that is holy too. He just wants your heart, and you can give that to him anytime, anywhere. When we live with this awareness that God is truly everywhere, life transforms. Anxiety begins to loosen its grip. Loneliness starts to fade, and joy, deep and unshakable, begins to bloom. Because no matter where you are or what you are facing, you know you're not facing it alone. The Bible says in Matthew 28:20, "Surely I am with you always, to the very end of the age." Let that truth sink in. Let it steady your heart. Let it lift your eyes. Because when you walk with the awareness of his presence, the mundane becomes miraculous. Time spent alone becomes communion. Silence becomes conversation. Even your tears become prayers. And if you're going through something today, if your heart is heavy, your mind is racing, or your strength is fading, just pause. Whisper his name. Jesus. Say it softly. Say it honestly. He hears. He comes. He comforts. Because he is everywhere. Even here. Even now. Your story isn't forgotten. Your voice isn't lost. Your prayers aren't ignored. They rise like incense before his throne. The Bible says in Revelation 5:8 that the prayers of the saints are golden bowls of incense held in heaven. Every sigh, every cry, every whispered, "Help me," it's all sacred to him. He walks with you through the halls of your workplace, sits beside you at the table, rests with you as you sleep. He holds your hand in sorrow and dances with you in joy. There is no moment too small, no place too quiet, no task too simple for him to show up. The next time you feel like you're walking alone, remember, you're walking on holy ground because God walks with you. Like the burning bush in Exodus, what looked like ordinary ground became sacred when God was near, and he is always near. So walk through your day with open eyes. Watch for him in the details. Expect him in the silence. He might not part the clouds, but he will part your fear. He might not send an angel, but he will send a peace that passes understanding. And that's more than enough. Let your whole life become a prayer. Let every moment become sacred. Invite him into your thoughts, your tasks, your tears, your laughter. He delights in your invitation. He dwells in your awareness. And when you truly see that God is everywhere, you'll never see the world the same again. God is everywhere, and he is for you. If this touched your heart, share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear how God is showing up in your everyday life. God bless you.